People are often influenced by the opinions of others, but only those who have the courage to act independently will succeed. Napoleon Hill. This is the brutal truth. Most people live their entire lives trapped by the fear of judgment, the need for approval, the pressure to conform. They wake up not to chase their own dreams, but to maintain the illusion of acceptance in a world that punishes originality. And in that quiet compromise, their greatness dies. But not you. You are here for something more, something real. Because deep inside, you've always felt it. The fire that refuses to be silenced. The vision that won't go away. The dream that haunts you in silence because it belongs to you and no one else. The journey of self-discovery doesn't start with applause. It begins in the shadows, in the stillness of your soul, where you decide, finally, that your voice matters more than theirs. You stop waiting for permission. You stop seeking validation from people who don't walk your path or carry your calling. Like a river that carves stone, you begin to shape your future, not with noise, but with relentless flow. Every step forward, every action taken in truth, strips away the chains of societal expectation. You remember, the opinions of others are not the laws of your life. You are not here to be understood, you are here to become undeniable. Criticism is inevitable. Judgment is certain. But those who fear neither will rise above both. Because real success isn't earned through approval, it's claimed through independence. So stand tall, speak loud, move boldly. Your life is waiting to be lived on your terms. And no one, absolutely no one, gets to write that story but you. We're not taking action because we're entangled in the web of external opinions, where every decision feels like a public trial. Waiting for approval from friends or family becomes a habit, a crutch that delays our progress and dims our inner light. Think of the entrepreneur who shelves their innovative idea after a single negative comment, allowing doubt to overshadow their vision. This reliance on others' validation erodes our self-trust, turning us into echoes of those around us rather than authors of our own stories. Failure to decide independently stems from the fear of standing alone, where the comfort of the group lulls us into inaction. We second-guess our instincts, prioritizing the norm over our unique calling, as if the crowd's approval is the key to fulfillment. Napoleon Hill reminds us that successful people make choices based on their own reasoning, not the fleeting consensus of the masses. In this hesitation, we lose opportunities, watching as our potential fades like stars at dawn. Fear and uncertainty amplify this paralysis, whispering tales of rejection and failure that keep us rooted in place. What if our family thinks we're foolish, or our colleagues label us as reckless? These thoughts chain us, preventing the bold steps needed for growth. This fear of criticism, as Hill observed, leads to inevitable defeat, for it robs us of the independence that breeds success. Yet, the solution lies in immediate action, a leap into the unknown that breaks the chains of hesitation. The power of action is transformative. Even a small step ignites a spark that propels us forward, defying the pull of outside influences. Consider Thomas Edison, who ignored the naysayers and persisted through countless failures, his independent resolve lighting the way for innovation. Each action we take builds momentum, turning whispers of doubt into roars of confidence. Building decisiveness means making firm choices without seeking external nods of approval, trusting our inner compass. Start with simple strategies, like setting personal deadlines that honor your vision, not the expectations of others. A decision journal can be your ally, a place to record independent choices and reflect on their power, fostering courage over time. Practicing the first step is essential. Begin with something small, like pursuing a personal project in solitude without consulting the world. Remember, ideal conditions rarely align. Success emerges from acting courageously on your own initiative, regardless of the noise around you. Overcoming hesitation starts by facing fear head on, recognizing that each independent action diminishes its hold on us. When others' opinions fuel our doubts, we can reframe them as mere background noise, irrelevant to our true path. Techniques like deep breathing or visualization help confront these fears, transforming anxiety into fuel for forward movement. Learning through failure becomes our greatest teacher. It's not a setback, but a stepping stone when born from independent action. Henry Ford turned his failures into triumphs by ignoring detractors, each mistake strengthening his resolve and leading to automotive revolution. Embrace failure as a companion on your journey, for it reveals lessons that external validation never could. Cultivating self-discipline is the foundation that allows us to resist the tides of external pressure and stay true to our course. True success isn't about reacting to others' opinions, but about building routines that prioritize our independent decisions. Start with daily reflections on your personal values, creating a shield against the influences that seek to sway you. Building positive habits means limiting exposure to opinion-heavy environments, like taking a social media detox to reclaim your focus. Commit to daily independent tasks, such as journaling your goals without seeking feedback, and track your progress on your own terms. Begin each day with a self-affirmation of courage, reminding yourself that discipline is the key to mastering your destiny. These habits form a fortress, protecting your inner world from the chaos of external judgments. Developing a clear vision and goals is where independent action truly flourishes, grounding us in our own aspirations. Goals act as beacons, providing direction that shields us from the distractions of others' expectations and keeps us motivated from within. When we define our goals based on personal desires, not societal standards, we build an intrinsic drive that propels us toward success. Napoleon Hill's definite chief aim technique is a powerful tool. Craft a clear, self-defined purpose that ignites your passion. Break these goals into actionable steps, like creating a vision board in private, free from outside input, to visualize your path. Review your progress independently, celebrating milestones that align with your vision, not the applause of others. This process turns vague ambitions into tangible achievements, fortifying your resolve against any criticism. As we near the end of this reflection, let's reaffirm the core idea. People are often swayed by the opinions of others, but only those with the courage to act independently will truly succeed. Motivation and success don't precede action. They follow it, blooming from the seeds of self-directed decisions. We've journeyed through self-discovery and healing, uncovering the barriers and solutions that lead to a life of authentic achievement. Now, it's time to embrace the challenge. Take that first independent step today, no matter how small. Perhaps it's deciding on a new career path without consulting anyone, or starting a project that excites only you. Let go of the need for approval and step into your power, for the world rewards the energetic and the bold. Remember, as Hill encouraged, act now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, for it may never come. In this act of courage, you'll find healing, not just for your ambitions, but for your spirit. The journey of self-discovery continues, but with each independent choice, you heal the wounds of doubt and step closer to your destiny. Imagine the freedom of living untethered from others' views, where your actions are guided by your own light. This is the path to lasting success, where resilience is forged in the fire of personal initiative. So, Rise above the influences that have held you back and let your independent spirit soar. In the quiet moments of reflection, you'll realize that true healing comes from within, from the courage to be unapologetically yourself. Let this be the turning point where you choose action over hesitation, vision over conformity. The opinions of others may linger, but they no longer define you. Your independent actions do. As you move forward, carry the wisdom of this journey, allowing it to illuminate your way. Success is not a distant dream, but a series of steps you take on your own. Embrace the poetic rhythm of your life, where each independent act is a verse in your story of triumph. Healing is ongoing, but with courage as your guide, you'll navigate it with grace and strength. Finally, know that in acting independently, you not only succeed, but inspire others to do the same. The world belongs to those who dare to stand alone, to act with conviction, and to heal through their own resolve. So, begin today. Let your journey of self-discovery lead to a legacy of independent success. In this poetic reflection, we've woven together the threads of influence and independence, revealing the path to true fulfillment. May your steps be bold, your heart healed, and your success a testament to the power of acting on your own. In a world where voices clamor for attention, it's easy to lose sight of your own path. Remember Napoleon Hill's words: "The majority of people permit relatives, friends, and the public at large to so influence them that they cannot live their own lives because they fear criticism. This fear creates an invisible chain, binding you to the expectations of others." Think about the colleague who dreams of starting a business, but shelves the idea after a friend's doubt. Or the artist who hides their work, worried about social media backlash. These stories are all too common, where potential withers under the weight of external judgment. Yet, true success demands breaking free from this cycle. It's not about ignoring advice entirely, but about trusting your inner compass first. Independent action is the key that unlocks doors others can't even see. Without it, you'll find yourself drifting, always seeking validation that never fully satisfies. So, why do so many hesitate? Often, it's because we're waiting for someone else to give us the green light. You might pitch an idea to friends, only to abandon it when they raise concerns. This reliance on external validation erodes your self-trust, like a river wearing down a stone. Entrepreneurs fail not because their ideas are flawed, but because they let peer feedback derail them. Indecision creeps in when you prioritize the crowd's opinion over your own instincts. Picture the inventor who second guesses a breakthrough because it doesn't align with popular trends. Hill reminds us that successful people decide based on their reasoning, not the consensus. Fear amplifies this hesitation, turning whispers of doubt into roaring obstacles. What if your family labels you reckless for chasing a passion? This anxiety about criticism can paralyze even the brightest minds. It leads to defeat before the battle even begins. But here's the turning point. The solution lies in immediate, independent action. Take that first step, no matter how small, and watch momentum build. Like Thomas Edison, who ignored critics and persisted through failures, you too can create energy from action. Don't wait for perfect conditions. They rarely come. Start today by making a decision solely for yourself. Building decisiveness means setting personal deadlines, free from outside input. Keep a journal of your choices, reinforcing your ability to act alone. Remember, action is the real measure of intelligence, as Hill taught. Now, to overcome that nagging hesitation, face your fears head on. Each independent step diminishes the power of external opinions. Reframe criticism as mere noise, not a verdict on your worth. Techniques like positive visualization can help. Imagine succeeding despite the doubters. Failure, when it comes from your own actions, becomes a valuable teacher. Look at Henry Ford, who turned setbacks into triumphs by ignoring naysayers. Every mistake strengthens your resolve, proving you're not defined by others' views. Embrace it, and you'll find fear losing its grip. At the core of all this is self-discipline, the true foundation for independent success. Without it, emotional reactions to opinions will keep pulling you off course. Build routines that prioritize your goals, like daily reflections on your values. Limit exposure to opinion-heavy environments, such as taking a break from social media. Commit to small, independent tasks each day, tracking your progress privately. Start with a simple affirmation: I have the courage to act on my own. This discipline creates a shield against outside influences. Once established, you'll find it easier to stay focused and driven. Now, let's talk about developing a clear vision and goals that are truly yours. Goals defined by your aspirations, not external expectations, provide unshakable direction. They shield you from distractions like a lighthouse in a storm. Intrinsic motivation kicks in when you set these goals independently. Use Hill's definite chief aim technique. Write down what you want in your own words. Break it into actionable steps without seeking anyone's approval. Create a personal vision board filled with images that inspire only you. Review your progress regularly on your schedule to maintain forward momentum. This clarity turns vague dreams into achievable realities. Remember, success isn't handed to those who wait. It's claimed by those who move. As you build this vision, external opinions fade into the background. Finally, let's reaffirm the core idea. People are indeed influenced by others, but only the courageous succeed. Motivation and success follow bold, self-directed action. They do not precede it. You've heard the stories, the principles, and now it's time to act. Don't let fear or hesitation hold you back any longer. Start with one small step today. Make a decision without consulting anyone. Perhaps it's pursuing that hobby, applying for that job, or simply saying no to unhelpful advice. Each independent choice builds your strength, like links in a chain of success. The world belongs to the energetic, as Hill said, those who dare to lead themselves. Break free from the influence, embrace your power, and watch your life transform. You're capable of more than you know, but only if you act independently. So, rise up, take control, and step into the success that's waiting for you. Remember, the courage to act alone is the greatest gift you can give yourself.